Good morning and welcome to St. Paul's 25th Lenten Devotional. I invite you to come and gather together with me at the altar, kneel in our hearts, open our hearts and our ears to hear the revelations of God to us from the Scriptures, and to hear the wisdom of the Spirit through the meditations of Lev Gillette in his book, In Thy Presence. This morning's scripture reading comes from the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 22, verses 31 through 40. When the Pharisees had heard that Jesus had silenced the Sadducees, they gathered together, and one of them, a lawyer, asked him a question to test him. "Teacher, which commandment in the law is the greatest?" He said to him, "You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your mind. This is the greatest and first commandment. And the second is like it. You shall love your neighbor as yourself. On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets." In this morning's meditation from Lev Gillette's book, In Thy Presence, Lev Gillette teaches us about the star of the sea. My child, learn to discern where love is. Look at and appraise situations in the full light of love. An incident may seem correct in the eyes of men and yet may not be at all correct in my eyes. Some occurrence may be valid in the eyes of the law and yet be invalid before me. Conversely, a state of affairs which men might judge to be unacceptable or sinful may be blameless before God. No human authority is the judge of love. It is I, the Lord Love, who am the only infallible judge of hearts. Remember this always. Look at the way of my poor children struggling in confusion when problems of the most personal and intimate kind are concerned. They fail to discern the inner truth of the situation. What is the intention? Where is the true consent? Beyond that, behind the most correct external forms, how often everything is based on lies. Where is the letter? Where is the spirit? Where lies the falsehood that kills, the truth that gives life? My child, walk in the truth of love. Walk in the light of love. My child, a sailor can navigate his craft in many ways. He can navigate by guesswork, trusting only to the immediate look of the sea and to his past experience, and setting his sail as seems best for him. This method may lead him to a port or to a shipwreck. A sailor can also set his course by planning it with maps and instruments. But if, in some circumstances, he does not decide to alter his plans and diverge a little from the route he plotted so carefully at the start of his voyage, he too may be heading for catastrophe. The primitive method of sailing a ship, which relied solely on the observation of the stars, provided a sure guide, but one which allowed free choice of the means by which to follow the directions given by the stars. In this same way, love avoids both unprincipled conduct and mechanical conduct. It is the star of the sea. It shines for us, guiding without imposing itself. The star itself has a fixed trajectory. Ardent and constant, it moves to its goal without deviating. But generous and limitless, its rays shine out in all directions. It is thus with my love. Amen. Go in peace.